working on a deal where the European Union will agree to pay a 25% tariff on all Mercedes-Benzes, BMWs.
German auto giants are leaving the US, and that move is a major blow to the White House. Volkswagen just decided to stop sending cars to the US. Mercedes is forced to shift its car production. Audi's rushing to open its first American factory to deal with tariffs. Trump's 25% tariff on automobile imports to the US has jolted the global auto market landscape. Car prices could shoot up by thousands. Even Germany, the world's biggest car maker, is struggling to keep. What's causing these big changes? Why are German car firms leaving America? Stay with us, hit the like and subscribe button, and let's dive into the details behind the chaos. Volkswagen's surprising choice to stop sending cars to the US next year doesn't mean they are backing down. It's a clear warning. With more taxes and a tougher US trade situation, the second largest car maker in the world basically said, it's not worth the trouble. The increasing costs from Trump's 25% tariffs on imported cars, plus different rules for emissions and electric vehicles, finally made them pull back. Volkswagen won't disappear from America completely. They'll keep using their factory in Tennessee, but popular imported models like the Golf R, Arteon, and Passat will no longer be sold in the US. This is a big change. In 2024, Germany sent about 3.4 million passenger vehicles overseas, and the US was their biggest buyer, importing roughly 450,000 cars from Germany. Volkswagen giving up a piece of that market suggests something larger. European car makers aren't just thinking about changing prices, they're thinking about whether they should even be present in certain markets. For US buyers, this means fewer choices, especially for cars that aren't SUVs. And if Volkswagen can't make money, who will be next? Volkswagen was the first to give in, but now all other car companies are under pressure to decide, will they fight these changes, leave the market, or find new ways to operate? But in all this, how Mercedes and Audi are playing. When tariffs hit, Mercedes didn't just accept it, it immediately started building. The company is moving production of its popular GLC SUV to its Tuscaloosa, Alabama plant by 2027. Meanwhile, Audi is looking for a place in the Americas to set up its first US factory. Why? Because making cars abroad now costs too much. Germany builds great cars, but it's the most expensive place to make them, costing $3,300 in labor per car. The US cuts that nearly in half. China, a mere $585. In Morocco, just $106. The numbers clearly show why. Mercedes saw a 41% profit drop in early 2025. Audi is cutting 7,500 jobs to save money. These are not small changes. Tariffs started it, but high costs and uncertainty are forcing even luxury brands to build cars where they sell them. The plan is simple: make cars locally, avoid trade problems, keep prices steady, keep customers loyal. German engineering won't disappear. It's just getting a US address, but not everyone can change this quickly. Some companies are struggling. Trump's tariffs haven't just hurt German automakers. They've sent shockwaves through the entire global car industry. Stellantis paused production in Canada and Mexico and laid off 900 US workers. General Motors projected a $5 billion profit hit. Ford removed its yearly financial forecast. And smaller suppliers, they are struggling to survive. According to Mali, a top German parts supplier, tariffs could cut global car production by up to 5 million vehicles in 2025. That's not some fringe case, that's the nightmare scenario, because when you add high labor costs in Europe and less demand worldwide, the entire industry's stability is threatened. Automakers are caught in a bind. Move production to dodge tariffs and cut costs, or risk being priced out of their biggest markets. Meanwhile, the parts pipeline isn't safe either. With thousands of components still imported from Asia or Europe, US plants can't run in isolation. We're not just seeing a few brands leave. The entire way cars are made globally is changing. And consumers? They'll feel the effects soon. Cars are already expensive, and they're about to get $3,285 per vehicle pricier. Experts say tariffs could cost $5,000 more to get a vehicle. Automakers are stuck. Either they absorb the extra cost or they pass it on to consumers. Audi's a good example. They're trying to balance higher prices with less production, meaning customers will pay more or have fewer choices. With a share of 13.1%, Germany is the EU's most important car exporter to the US. With European imports like the Golf and Passat leaving the US market, there's a void. These weren't just cars, they were popular models with dedicated fans. Fewer choices and less supply will drive up prices across the board. It's not just about cost. The variety of car designs, engineering, and driving experiences will suffer. German brands pushed US automakers to innovate with their refined and technologically advanced vehicles. Without that competition, the market will become less diverse and more uniform. So your next car might be more expensive and have fewer options. Tariffs don't just affect trade, they affect the kind of cars you can buy and enjoy. The escalating trade war is causing major friction between countries. Germany is urging the EU to fight back with its own tariffs, and France's finance minister supports this. Meanwhile, Mexico and Canada are asking for special treatment under the USMCA trade agreement, and even Japan is considering its options. This situation goes beyond just cars. It's about the global order. Automotive trade was a key part of cooperation between Europe and the US, and Trump's actions have severely damaged that. European companies already struggling with supply chain disruptions and uncertainty are holding off on new investments, and some are even leaving the US market entirely. As the US becomes more economically isolated, Europe is increasingly looking towards China for trade. While tariffs are supposed to protect local industries, they are actually undoing decades of global economic ties. Countries like Germany, which rely heavily on exports, are now vulnerable. Some European leaders are even suggesting changes to policies like the 2035 ban on combustion engines, fearing it could further devastate their already shrinking auto workforce. What began as a trade dispute is rapidly becoming a fundamental reshaping of global industry. Once this process gains momentum, it will be very difficult to reverse. So where does this leave the European auto giants now? European automakers face a tough choice. Some, like BMW, are already well established in the US. Their Spartanburg plant is America's biggest car exporter by value, employing over 11,000 people, and nearly 57% of its output is shipped overseas. ZF Group, a major parts supplier, invested $500 million in its US plants in 2023, showing a commitment to local production. This local-for-local approach is working for them. However, for other European brands, the challenge is whether they can expand US production quickly enough, and if it's even financially viable. Labor shortages, the cost of automation, and unpredictable US policies make this a risky venture. Some companies might shift their focus to Asia, where markets are growing and trade conditions are more stable. China, not the US, could become the next major destination for European investment. Meanwhile, some specialized or high-performance brands might decide to leave the US market entirely. This isn't a defeat, it's a strategic withdrawal. As America First tariffs take hold under Trump's policy, the message to European automakers is clear. Adapt your strategy or exit the market. The German automotive giants are not giving up. But the rules of the game have changed significantly. Only those who act swiftly, build smartly, and diversify their risks will be able to survive and make progress in this new environment. At the end of the video, here's a quick overview of the current situation. German auto giants are leaving, factories shifting places, and prices skyrocketing. Volkswagen has left the US. Mercedes is rebuilding in Alabama to escape tariff impacts. Audi is rushing to build its first US plant. All this is due to Trump's strange policy. This isn't just a small trade dispute. It's a huge shift for the entire industry. Is this the time for global auto industries to rethink their strategy? What will Trump do next to stop further collapse? Hit that like and subscribe button for more updates. See you in the next video.